Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to dive into the energies of next 12 months. I'm going to start with your coffee cup and we're going to see what's happening here. This is actually a bird swimming and trying to catch a big fish right here. Timeline-wise, it's like the 7th month. It seems like you're outside your comfort zone. The bird can symbolize communication, or also a message that you're putting out there is actually going there and getting that fish, okay, catching that fish. Fish can be an opportunity, can be a message, can be a Pisces, maybe if you have a Pisces in your mind, or it can be resource, money, something that is actually the bird is going there and catching it. And as you know, there's some birds, they're very good at catching fish. So I think it's one of them is pelicans. Another one is, forgot the name of it, but it just flies over the ocean or the sea and then catches the fish and just eats it. So I feel like maybe you need to look up what kind of birds and what their features are. And maybe this can be a message that you're sending out there, because birds can symbolize a message, but this can also indicate that you changing your attitude, your approach when it comes to manifesting this fish, this opportunity. Another thing here is there's a person sitting down and they have like a fish bowl under their feet. So it can be someone who knows maybe even catch the fish and breed them. Okay, that's a very important point here, because maybe you don't really want to catch the fish and eat it right away. Maybe you want to grow it, you want to breed it, you want it to have longevity. So this can be a mentor, again, outside of your comfort zone. You need to touch base with or tap into their energy. It can be someone who's not with us anymore. Maybe they have a book that you need to grab and read. It can be something like that as well. When we come back into the first month, I see that you're starting with a victory. I see there's a V, letter V. You might be receiving some good news. I also see a cup right here. It can be an emotionally fulfilling offer coming in. Cup energy can also symbolize this new love. So you might start the year with a very high energy, with a victory, accomplishment, and love coming in, new people surrounding you. I see the face of someone here, silhouette of the face, and are not really clear yet. Maybe even finding yourself in an environment of new people. Another thing here, second month time, I see there's a person. I feel like this is a person who's just wearing a cloak and a hat. Kind of reminds me of the Themis, who is in the Justice card. It's the god of justice, and which indicates karma. And I feel like here, that's why it's good to catch up your thoughts and what you're thinking and what you're putting out there. But it seems like the karma is going to start working. The Themis is going to work hard. This means that she doesn't differentiate between the bad thought or a bad intention or like doubt we have here, or good intentions. Okay, so make sure that you're focused on the things that you desire rather than the things that you don't want, because you can see that she treats the king and the poor at the same way, okay, with justice. And I see that you are also Libra. This is your energy. You might be in a position you might be sitting on that throne. You're gonna be given a position. There's a sword right there that you need to reach out and grab the sword. Maybe you need to make some decisions about certain people or certain things in your life, and that decision has to be just and fair. The sword is in front of you. I feel that you are hesitating to reach out because it can come with a lot of power, can come with a lot of responsibility. Maybe that's what you're avoiding. But I feel there's like a bright sunshine in front of you. It's not going to really take too much away from you. Or maybe it can require a little bit more time and attention, but it doesn't seem like it is going to affect you in a negative way. Another thing I see, there's a boat right there. Somebody's hopping on the boat, and the boat has smoke on top of it, on the chimney. And then we have a star right here. Star can indicate wish fulfillment. And I see a massive, like a Moby Dick, kind of like a big whale jumping in. This kind of looks like a captain's hat as well. And there's someone younger on the back of the boat. This is you basically going on a fishing. And it doesn't have to be fishing or catching a massive whale. Whale can be someone who is wealthy, abundant, resourceful, calm, gentle. And this can also be a massive opportunity that is available to you. But this will require two things. When we look at the Six of Swords energy, we see a boat and a woman and a child and the boat rider. They're going from the storm to a calmer coast. So it requires you to really leave those stormy weathers behind. And the child here, I feel like, reminded me of that Six of Swords energy. So those are your dreams, those are your plans, those are your hopes, and that requires taking care of. Okay, so and instead of just putting I feel like your dreams, you're putting them on the back of the boat because you don't want them to get damaged when the whale or maybe when a shark jumps onto the boat. So this can be, if this is a shark, again, sharks can be also helpful. But they can be a little bit more aggressive compared to the whale. So either way, you're going to handle the situation well because you're going to take necessary action and right action. You're going to take care of your inner child, and then you're going to take care of the business. You're going to be on top of the business. Another thing I see here is a letter E and A. This came in the first name or the last name of this whale or the shark coming in. And like I kind of see the shark's mouth here too, but this is also, there's a person right there. So this can be someone that you are maybe not in your face, like dealing face to face with them. You might be also like behind another person here and hearing messages about this one. Either way though, it is going to end up in a very good situation because you're going to have the power. You're going to lift this creature off of the, the water. You're going to put them on your boat. Another thing I see, there's like it kind of looks like a face now when I get closer, but the first glimpse I saw here, a compass that can be guiding you towards your true north, your authentic self. And I recently heard from one of the channelers, and he says that when you're living your authentic self, life actually starts serving you, and the things that you desire actually starts aligning perfectly. But you need to stand in that authentic self, and like being, I feel like overall that authentic self can be our inner child when we go in the direction of that. I see there is actually, I see kind of like a letter A here that reminded me of that. Another thing, I see there's a full moon coming forth, which we're going to also have a full moon today. And if you haven't watched your full moon reading, go ahead and watch that. It is going to bring some illumination. This is like the timeline-wise 7th month. I see that when you're turning into a bird to catch the fish, you might actually get outside your comfort zone because you're going to have an understanding and you're going to see, okay, this is how I can take care of the situation. And then you're going to start taking action towards it. Okay, this is how it seems like it. Another thing I see here, there's a goat. This is towards maybe the 9th month and the 10th month line. Horse attached to, goat attached to a horse. Horses means wish fulfillment, and the horse is looking at a ring. Some of you might be manifesting a commitment. I see there's a chunk of money, a material desire, and it's attached to the goat. And I feel like this goat's energy is like pulling it away from the horse. Okay. The goat can be actually symbolizing of the devil energy when it comes to tarot. Capricorn, maybe a Capricorn who has opposite ideas with you, with your desires, and just maybe pulling you away from your commitment, your desire that you want to accomplish. Another thing with the devil is it's like intrusive thoughts, addictions, like procrastination. Those kind of negative things might be pulling you away from what you want to do. The timeline wise, I told you this is the 9th and the 10th month timeline. You might have a breakthrough. That's why this is showing up very clearly. You might have a breakthrough. I mean, you're going to say, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this energy anymore. I'm not going to let this kind of intrusive people, thoughts, or circumstances to stop me on my track. I'm going to move forward. As soon as you do that, the ring is in front of you. It's not too far away. I see there's a person right in front of you as well, which has a roof on top of their head. This can be someone, if this is about like a changing home, buying a new home, or home-related, house-related issues, it seems like there's an expert right in front of you. He can help you with resolving that, okay, that situation. Another thing here is, I see there's a clean paper here. This can be a legal paper. This can be accomplishment. And there's also massive dragon spitting fire right there. That includes your passion. We can interpret that as your passion about the things that you want to accomplish. And it seems like it's going to reignite here when you take the initiative and say, you know what, even though it doesn't seem like I'm achieving what I want, I'm still going to go after it. When you have that attitude, it is going to open up a clean slate for you. It is going to open up a pathway for you. And it can even be dragon, I sometimes interpret as a Sagittarius, but it can also be you tapping that passion within you. Those passion will bring inspirational ideas, which will help you manifest your desire faster and bring clarity about what to do next. Okay, let's dive into your soul stone now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see there's a person, a masculine figure, riding a bull. Bull is a Taurus energy. It can be a hierophant. This person might be someone who has authority over authority, because hierophant is an authority figure, but the thing is, the authority figure is in a box. Your desire in the first flip, it just came halfway. The second time, second try, or second option is going to come full way. Another thing here is, I told you that maybe Bull the Hierophant is a limited person, okay? He is bounded by rules. He is bounded by books. So this can be someone riding the bull, showing up in your energy that they know how to bend the rules, or maybe they know how to turn the rules around and use them on your benefit. And you're right here too. So you might be learning from an expert, maybe studying with them, or this is a situation that you deem as, oh, it's impossible to resolve that. I cannot make it happen. And there's a woman here, her mind is like, your mind is disassociating from your heart here. And it seems like everything is getting scattered. But when you see the bull, this bull is going to change a lot of things there. It is going to create the bull rider, basically. It's going to bring a second desire into your life, and it is going to really find the ways to maybe even change the rules for your benefit. Another thing I see here is letter E and number 2. It can be someone's first name or the last name. And another person right here coming in, but you're not really allowing them. This can be, I see letter M as in Matthew, came in their first name or the last name. Someone coming from the past, seems like in the beginning of the year. Also, that's going to be, I feel like, a test for you, like a spiritual test to see, are you choosing the past or you're moving forward to the future instead of maybe getting dragged by the past, okay? Let's see what you need to know right now. What tarot has to say. We have 4 of Swords. This can be also past influence, I feel like here. Maybe you have been tired for a while. You needed rest, and before you start this year, you need to sit down and start having some rest. And this can be maybe physically you have to do a lot of things, which all of us do. I feel like my mind is like scrambled right now because I'm thinking about 20 different things as soon as I wake up in the morning. But I have my meditation times, like 10 to 20 minutes of every 3-4 hours. If I can sit down and do those, my mind clears up and my energy rises. So this is the 4 of Swords energy. It's time to take some rest. And here we have one sword, one situation is already settled. You're taking care of it. We have the lily here with a white flower. This indicates peace coming to you. There is still hope right there. The help is right there. But you have 3 other issues probably hanging over you. In order to receive inspiration and answers to them, you need to still calm your mind, okay? Because this 3 swords can, if you just, hit them the wrong way without getting your rest, you might actually drop them on you. So before you take any action further, it is good to tap into those like divine powers, okay? Calm your mind, calm your body, do meditation, whatever that getaway, even that's for 10 minutes a day, it is going to be useful for you. We have the Hangman here, so if you don't do that, the circumstances will accommodate that for you. Hangman spoke his truth. They hang him upside down. Now he's a suspended position. He cannot really take any action. And I feel like this is overall coming up with the yearly reading as well. Start the year by resting your mind and contemplate, maybe even instead of thinking what's the worst thing can happen, try to change your perspective. How is this thing benefiting me? This can be a relationship too, because we have masculine and feminine in both figures here. Maybe there's a perspective change necessary in order to attract the right person into your life, or if you had a relationship, or to heal that, if you want to heal that, there's a perspective change is necessary. But what's going to happen with the hangman, I feel like you're going to, that pause and reflection is going to really give you an insight about what to do next. And which is, you're not going to stop there. You're going to be galloping towards a new and bright future, because chariot, that's what the chariot does. Chariot is coming from an old town and running towards a new town with full power. So when you gather your energy, even if you're feeling, oh, I'm tired, I couldn't do anything, maybe you're procrastinating and blaming yourself, it's not going to last that long. Give yourself that time, because when the inspiration comes in, when you resolve that issues, you're going to be galloping towards a new future really fast. Four of Pentacles energy indicates that you might receive a lot of resources, but you might not want to share them. Okay, because we have a new thing coming forward. Maybe you don't want to share them, or you overspend your resources coming in. This may be happening within the year as well. When you start, what you should do is start planning and strategizing. Create a peaceful strategy, basically, because Seven of Swords can indicate tactics and strategy, but he might get caught here. So make sure that it's not really that hidden of a thing, that you're not sneaking behind anyone. Four Pentacles is like he has one pentacle up on his head, meaning like it's out in the open, anyone can take it. But three, he's holding on too tightly, and in the original tarot we see that he's stepping on the other two, basically disrespecting them. So what you're doing is your ideas, your money, your resources, maybe you are not really allocating well. But the thing is, though, you might be asking, so what? What am I going to do? How am I going to fix that? I feel like these are the answers to it. You need to start grabbing pen and paper and start writing things down. What's coming in, what's going out, and as ideas, thoughts, inspirations, the people, relationships, whatever it is. What is the advantages, disadvantages? This is about planning to do what next. And develop a strategy. That's what the Seven of Swords indicates. Develop a strategy. And as soon as you are ready with a plan, Ace of Pentacles is new money, opportunities, and also maybe even material things to elevate your position, or your desires will be magically fulfilled. Okay, let's see the Oracle has to say during this time. We're going to do the shadows and light and see what's in the shadows. Okay. Faceless ghost and a haunted girl. Ghost people. I feel this is like, I can't even tell without looking at the description. I feel like in your mind, because Libra, you're an analytic person, you're sword energy, you're communicative, but you also have a lot of communications happening in your mind already. And ghost people, meaning faceless ghosts, the people maybe in the past they are now in your mind. You don't even have them in your life. They might be haunting you right now. Okay, so it's about realizing that's just haunting. It's not the real thing. It's just, or maybe these people are gone now. Maybe they don't even think that way anymore about the situation. Okay, this is about recognizing that. And I feel like that's why you have this Four of Pentacles attitude overall. And now maybe you got hung because of this kind of people's thoughts and opinions that you paid too much attention to, rather than being your authentic yourself. It seems like, I feel here, you're going to face that too. This year is going to be facing those ghosts and releasing them, and being like taking your actions from a heart space, rather than a forceful what will they think about me kind of energy. Okay, we have the empowerment exactly aligning with this. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. So instead of listening to the ghosts in your mind, I feel like you're going to get empowered this year, and you're going to start to really get the advice from the ones that are beneficial. They're thinking for your highest good, rather than maybe thinking for the benefits. Okay, but the ghost people can be even like the events that you have experienced in the past now holding you back at this time. You're going to recognize those too. We have here, I hereby grant you to the power make me unhappy. You know what this is? This is very clear to me, but I'm going to explain to you. When you are in your mind, keep pondering and thinking and giving power to the other things, you give them the power to make you unhappy. Okay, and let's see, this is number 23 here, what that one has to say. No one can get inside your head unless you welcome them in. Exactly. If someone is disturbing your inner world, it might just be time to kick them out of your outer one. Establish boundaries, communicate, and honor your needs. This can be also the journey of the year for you this year, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos here, and I wish you a magical year. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.